Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for your help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you. Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for your help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.
DMT Entertainment.
We do this for Salon.
You say you save way from 2018 where you be the president. Friday and Sunday, the people in they pray for make you pay them there too. I say Marabio, the people in don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people in don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine. Oh in Fatima, he don't break the country down. So Fatima, he dey make the people suffer in Fatima. Hey, now because of Fatima, job no dey na the bone. Oh in Fatima, he kill the bopuna. Now because of Fatima, oh Papa take and kill. Oh in Fatima, I woulda walk and save we na this because of Fatima.
But Papa, why you know the rule we find? Mind you, not for save we, you been signed. Every day you dey fly. And you left the people and pan cry. Go, why for be so? Now we been say yes, now we say no. The people and this gone if you don't know. 2023 you dey pack
I
go.
say Marabio, the people and don't know say you dey lie yo. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you dey thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine. Oh in Fatima, he don't break the country down. Because of Fatima, he dey make the people suffer. Oh in Fatima, hey, now because of Fatima, job no dey na the bone. Oh in Fatima, he kill the bopuna. Now because of Fatima, oh Papa take and kill. Oh in Fatima, I woulda walk and save we na this because of Fatima. Marabio, see the pikin and they cry. Marabio, see the people then they die. Marabio, see education they die. Marabio, everybody just say Marabio. The people then don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people then don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine. Oh in Fatima, he don't break the country down. Because of Fatima, he dey make the people suffer. Oh in Fatima, hey, now because of Fatima, job no dey na the bone. Oh in Fatima, he kill the bopuna. Now because of Fatima, oh Papa take am in. Oh in Fatima, now who da walk and save we na this country. I say Marabio, the people then don't know say you dey lie yo. I say Marabio, the people then don't know say you dey thief oh. Now because of Fatima, oh in Fatima, now because of Fatima.
Because of Fatima, the panel they able to concentrate. Fatima, the panel get one focus. Because of Fatima, we don't know if na Nyamudodo or if na so them call and it affect Shembepio. He just lost focus, he lost attention, and not even know what he they do. The mother bill at that time, we are the caretaker now. Are two different people they see. Anyway, my people una kusheo, una kabo. Of course, we don't come back today with other different in them. Always I can tell now how then they happen, so they bring that to now. For you no know me, we just can't today. The man wey dey talk to you, Ababure Kablai from the north, the biggest warrior.
And me, na Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter.
And because you na Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter, when I can't take up you in Okuti, me people them, I don't come back for expose Sembe Pierre and in family when I uncle. Of course, you already know how Sembe Pierre uncle been come and talk big bomb talk them, fake talk them, but water business inside we had say it tanga the time of APC. Well, no now when I own time how water business on stand inside we had una they can see and know how water business on stand inside we had. Sembe Pierre, why they watch me?
But if any country get plenty water and then the government not able to provide water for the people then, na criminal neglect. And me uncle talk am, he say yes, na criminal neglect.
It's still not up there, we family. We all know waiting caretaker will be campaign on. You remember the 2018 presidential debate? You can't talk of free education, no, but as we talk right now, education trouble inside we had. Until now, we just a tip now because they can't open the basket for go inside into now they really know.
So waiting triangle upon this education. Combrade don't say when them picking and go SS3. Now the education don't know. Teacher they need teach them. Na bad? Na bad me uncle do? Then say pass now if you learn the book, pass you go pay beaucoup money for lesson.
It's still not happening. We are not seeing two popular parties get right now we are. If not to SLPP, na APC. But for now, wait till you get na the basket. Now about the APC. We used to call it the Sonko squad, but it look like say they don't adjust themselves in the way that they look one get one voice.
Well, the convention or the delegate conference where then they start tomorrow, Friday, go determine whether the peace where they don't they talk about na peace as in collapse or na the peace as in go peace. We go know if the Sonko don't come up at them or now not to just Sonko it go double. So waiting.
Well, me family, because of that, this plenty thing and the inside the basket for talk. No go no side deal with we as we self deal with you now.
But if you really know say you regular na here as we family member them, of course you know what to make at the talk, the like button. Not also you can make hit for the like button. Yeah, thank you very much. But guess what? If you're new to this channel and you don't know what we do, of course, we there for talk about 90% of what we talk about here. Not about the government, 10% not about the opposition and the other things that really happen. So if you get interest by what we talk, stay with me and enjoy you stay. But if you not get interest, still we go encourage you for stay. Sometimes you go change your mind later. You know say all I want, bro. But in the meantime, hit for the like button, okay? Yeah, and then if you're new, consider for subscribe and then you turn the notification bell on. Right? One more time. Mina Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter. We'll start today with something where we've been done to talk about, where we been done to cause noise plenty but yet still it's like say this thing not they improve. Yeah? Plenty people get way out and they talk about that particular thing then they. But we don't know really waiting at the real problem inside all of them things there so. Yeah? As we sister them or brother them, especially the sister them, because I know they really brother them too much. But the sister them really they get plenty problem when they go to the Middle East, the Arab country then they. Well, let's watch this video we just appear to it today na WhatsApp. Let's watch them and see if you sabi this person, so you go able for fair way for contact them because the one that will make this video safe will come to that day. This is one of the I don't know a don't force. Let's listen now. We come back just now.
Me fambulem, una good evening. How una dey do? I hope so. Una all dey do fine. We na Sierra Leonean. This lady wey sit down so, in name Aisha Toure, in comot from Sierra Leone, Ikan Kyrgyzstan. for can do job, but since he come, he just lost his speech. He no dey talk, he no dey eat. Osai the lady na dey do all thing pass we take care of her. So there I dey send this video na salon. Anybody wey know in whereabout or you know in family, make in contact we. There we dey beg for let them go able help and find solution for this lady. For let them go able return her because we no sabi in agents na officer encounter. You see, we all can meet up na office, but now we come be Sierra Leonean and in the strain, so we dey feel sympathy for her. So he say na funkia in day. So they are beg anybody wey see this video, wey sabi this lady, make in trace this number here so that them go able forget this lady also in family. And there una help for share this video, let this video waka. Na the one old country there, na beg who dey beg. He name Aisha Toure, you know they talk from Lumley, Aberdeen, Funkia, any sign now. We don't scatter in documents. We no able see nothing. We no able see nothing like in address or neither other thing. You see? So there, una beg who dey beg. He just lost his speech. Una see no man way in sit down, full lane and there. All night, you know they sleep. You see, he dey knack himself, he dey box the wall, he dey do something the way no fit for do. So there I dey beg me come to Sierra Leone and they are beg. Anybody wey sabi this lady, make it help for share this video.
Well, of course, me people as soon as they watch the video, me what I don't tell una just no say this now one of the things they hold on there they cause noise for tear, but still it look like say people know they listen, people know they take to advice, and people they watch some of them videos them here, then still no one know they ignore. Well, of course, we pray for the family members them for able to see this video for make them able get way forget this life back. That now we pray. But it ain't in two parts, me people. You get a good side of them here, you get a bad side. Make a begin na the bad side where we young brothers and sisters them know they comply or listen to. You know, not to everybody go able can meet you, or even your mama sometimes or your papa not go able to advise you. But with the social media right now, so many things that they happen where if you self watch them or you listen to them, you don't do for make you advise yourself. But let me tell you one thing, my family, we as Sierra Leoneans, we get one word where they disturb we. Whenever you travel, that your brother, that your sister not fortunate for travel, and then he ask you, say, how you pass for go side, go so your advice, I say, no. Who say this right now, me say just don't come, but things are not okay for me. The word when we get to the disturb we is, na badat. Now because in don't go there, you know, I make other person go there. So at the end of the day, they find out say so many people that don't lost their life there by that word day. So many people right now, as they talk, then they are various countries and prisons. So many people they suffer in various countries them because of that word day. What in I mean, me family, we sister and we brothers them, we don't they advise, and despite of me and me brother okay, should they talk. Videos them they already go around the social media about some of them countries how they maltreat with sisters and with brothers them. But still people know they listen. We don't see inside them people they beat somebody, say they go mad. We don't see inside they maltreat people a different way whether they abuse their family members they are. But still people know they listen. Then they wait when they don't go there, when something don't go begin happen and they tell them they call on the government. All man they make video, Papa government can't help we. But you know Ben say Usa and they go so you know okay. You don't see video way for proof for making advice yourself. You risk them. As I talk to you so me people them. Now. Upon all the videos them where they go around or what we don't go around about Libya, if I tell you say today I talk to somebody who tell me say and they travel, they go Libya. You know, who ever believe that? I'm like, wow, me brother. I said, now how did they go pass? He said, me brother, would have got marks in this, they happen, and that's the happen. I said, okay, I wish you well. So this the Hamburg way. At the end of the day, when you don't go there, you go fashion or any other thing. Don't go make you stuck there. You dey suffer, and I tell they come and call the social media, now the time they come and call the government. We not for say the present government to get enough care about we the citizens. Yeah? But still, we all know, yes, we are a Tranga right now. But if we look to that Tranga next day, we not think twice. At the end of the day, now me and you they lost for life. So make just they talk for make with brothers and with sisters they able listen. Make we look the videos them where they go around and advise we self. If you do with a save life, or we save a brother or a sister life. But if we say we they go with this particular word where we get say, now where you don't go, you know let other person go, we will end up they lose life and we will end up they get to brothers and with sisters in a different country prisons them. So this not just advice. But for this, when they display in video, so the one who do the video, don't they will give you contact number, they will contact them. But we set the ad for call on the family for make if they see this video, make them put hands together and see how they able get this life back home.
Okay, so what me go on for say on this one no more. I think this we go say the video where they make now mumu video. Why I say mumu video? I know they refer to the individual, but the one they will make them. You know, they say you go waiting contact we, you go chase with through this number. Whose number? They not call number, they not write number, no nothing. Yeah, they just send them. The reason why we use them because they get for do with health. If not to that, then we not forbid you don't use them because it don't make any sense. Yeah, because let's assume say now somebody they will sabi this person here, they don't see. How we go able to contact them? How we go able for nothing at this? No, we not there for contact them. He just say encounter now this we office. Who's we office? Who's we office this? Whose number? Do ya if you watch we now una we do this, we sabi this post here. Please una do other video, una send them for we. Yeah, with the contact where them for contact una. With the office where them care and go. So you go really help. But as it is now, you not help anything. You not help. So do ya, yeah? You can send them for we na +232 79421437 for let you make something very, very easy. Yeah? Thank you very much. Because the interesting part of this now, this video they go everywhere, but it not they make any impact, it not they create any impact because nothing or the way you will say now we achieve at the end of the day. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Nothing. So if them people have to watch, let them make sure say they're able to do something back for we. So at least then go able for help this the sister as they really want for help them. Yeah. So one more time, this is a program we had. My name is Pierre and my brother na Baibure. If you actually just don't join me, please don't forget for hit the like button for we, and then you share the program. Okay. YouTube and Facebook. And one more time, please, we page na Facebook. Not forget. If you not don't follow and like them yet, do ya go do so for we now. Thank you very much. The more people them they and they participate, the more other people they know about this particular page. Okay. So now we move from that side there when a sick business. We want to go inside and say what an life. So still inside life business. We want to go now and see how the water business start like inside we country. Because remember the first time where we be the try for do this I call them campaign for meet up the election, we know waiting plenty people they talk. So waiting we go on for do, let me remind ourselves of waiting we caretaker been talk. But the last government, the time where in be want for let we give them this job. We'll come back just now.
The situation in this country is miserable. Even in the city here, Freetown, our kids have to wake up early in the morning and go and break pipes to get water. We've heard a lot about infrastructural development. I believe that water, the provision of pipe-borne water, is part of critical infrastructure development. I would have preferred water, which is life, to have been provided by this government. Instead of parading and saying they've done a 5-kilometer road for $20 million. Water is life. And there is acute shortage of potable water in this country. In the city itself, talk less about the towns out of Freetown. It is even miserable. And there is a link between water and sanitation. So a lot of the diseases that we are encountering and combating are actually from the type of water our people are using. I believe that water is life, and therefore, if we have to invest in infrastructure, water should come first. But there has been a critical shortage of water in the city and other towns around the country. I think that is criminal neglect.
Well, now in that one, another issue, of course, we can always tell you now, before we talk, we get proof, or we always talk on top of them people that they don't talk. But what you make Bokut in the way we know the surprise at Kiatika Bio, now the caretaker this will come and tell me and you say African leaders them know they deliver, especially African politicians, and in now one of the people them. Now the man is we talk to we the video playing at the 2018 presidential debate. We come and talk about infrastructure. He come and condemn the former regime for water business, say, you know better now we country and water alive. Water connect with life. Yes, I support caretaker bio, water alive. But when you don't take power, what thing you don't do for combat that situation there? As we talk to you right now, water business now we are that. It just sound like, I don't know how far waiting for compare ourselves.
The water now, it's all like say, na desert today. It's all in a desert today.
Good. We really get for all them accountable from bull them. But how they all them people are accountable? Some of them bomb fake talk out there people and they don't tell we. Time like this, therefore they remind them. And since that they know they able to fulfill some of their things they are, always they use this word say, if we not take ourselves serious, these politicians guys not they ever take we serious. If we don't know we what, we value. There people are not they ever know we what and we value. Waiting go make them know until we begin to treat them how supposed to treat them, whether they feel we wait say no. We don't need to mess with them people they are. Because when they vote we in the first 5 years, we don't able to make them happy, themselves not go make we happy. How that one they go able happen now by the ballot box. Not of a go fetch person in the street, not of a go cost person in the street. Of course, we on channel, we dare against violence. The only thing, use your conscience wisely. Use what God give you wisely and make a change.
Okay, I think from the one way we want for vote for this man, it on the show we say it gets sugar-coated vibes. It on the tell we say in a talk and lie. It on the tell we say the words them way they come out of a mouth. We for listen, but let we not believe. It on the tell we say in a man without in word, or in a man we not stand by in word. It on the tell we say we quick forget away with things. All you need for do now for lie, and the next minute you tell them say you take excuse, then they pardon you. If you say the last government, the crime where them commit na criminal neglect, now what you go say? Don't forget about anything. Before it take over as the caretaker, cottage be the get water. But as it is so right now as caretaker, cottage the get water. The answer na no. Because why I say no, we don't see several reports them coming out of cottage, na the labor room. Water safe not there for the woman, them for help themselves. Past them one old village, they thought bundle water out for them. Before they able for take care of themselves as women. After we they don't get joy of their life. But yet still, then go say they don't make efforts. In as much as na reverse gear we dey. One thing we are know, Pan Salon people, we get one system when one of the biggest sick. That culture, we then say culture of lack of maintenance. If we not change them, if we not get illness, we not get medicine for that sickness, nothing not go change inside the country. And we get another one who back up with what they call I don't care. Now my business, now government property. And the government and by they not care. One day, water no go short na presidential lodge. But usai we woman and they go for cow picking and gladdy. Where we can be, we caretaker back. Water go short because it do they not care. But interestingly, sometimes in there, you dey watch somebody in face, you dey see big full param. Then you know say nothing no dey come out productively. Listen me, no mistake what I say. Caretaker, now he appoint different people and for run different departments and agencies them. And even the ministries them. First of all, the one way he put as minister, let we listen what he talk about water business. Because like in self no even understand statistics or what water they bought. And one man of God don't come and say, water business, not just 1% of the population right now in the country, get access to clean drinking water, safe and clean drinking water. Let me hear how this minister of water resources, they reply to this.
I think it's a very interesting statistics, but I don't think if it is correct. What he has done, he has combined 3 areas, that is water, sanitation, and hygiene. They all do not have the same statistics.
Right.
In all reports, they always separate them. In any case, my ministry deals with water. What we do is very close to sanitation, it's very close to hygiene promotion. But that responsibility lies with the Ministry of Health. So I wouldn't like to go really into the sanitation and hygiene aspect. We'll rather talk to the water. If you look at the mix, that is multiple indicator cluster survey, which was done in 2017, it tells you that the access to water was 59.5%. So I don't know where the 13% is coming from. So I think it's better for the bishop to check his facts as far as water is concerned. I will not talk, as I said, I will not talk to sanitation and hygiene because that's the domain of the Ministry of Health.
Is that pipe-borne water, the 59%, or just water?
This one is the basic water. Because one we should also know that, okay, let me first do one correction. When you said there's abundance of water.
Go ahead.
What I would tell you is that, yes, we have heavy rainfalls during the rainy season, but in the dries, we hardly get water. So even though there is this heavy rainfall, there's a spell of dries during the dry season. And if you notice, this year, particularly, the rainfall delayed. We didn't get serious rainfall until July. When previously in June you have serious rainfall, and even in August, the kind of rainfall we used to have in August, we didn't have this year. Some of which shifted to September. So you can see that the pattern of rainfall is changing also with the year. So the issue of saying we have abundant rainfall has to be really explained, rather than just we have enough water, etc. Number one. Number two, for that water that rainfall that is coming, you need to capture it,
right,
clean it, and transport it to people for it to be potable. Otherwise, you don't have water. So that's why, in fact, I mean there is a saying that water everywhere, but none to drink. You know, so that's some of the issues. And the facility that you see there is access to water. What is important here is, are people getting clean water? Whether it's pipe-borne, whether it's borehole, as long as they're getting clean water. Of course, for urban areas, we push for pipe-borne because of the population. If you have a very big population, obviously, you don't want to put boreholes everywhere. Rather, you have to have a conventional system whereby people can get water from.
Does the cluster give a specific percentage as to how the amount of people getting access to pipe-borne water, because yes, access to water, especially for those of us who live in some areas, there are streams. I mean, that's access. We can go to the streams, get water.
No. When you say access to water, they're not talking about the stream.
Okay.
They're talking about here potable water. In fact, the heading here is percentage using basic drinking water services. And that is defined. That means look at, one, the quality of that water, mainly. And then you look at, in the quality, look at the chemical composition of the water, as well as the biological composition, whether in fact it has got E. coli, etc. Whether it is fit for you to drink. In fact, we have World Health Organization has got standards, which we look at. And look at those standards to qualify what they mean by these basic services. Right? And basic services means not having the water in your house, but having it in a proximity where you can get and use for drinking and other purposes.
All right. When we started this conversation, you mentioned some disparity in the statistics given based off of, it's been linked with sanitation and hygiene. So if you were to give what would be the accurate statistics of how many people or what percentage of the population have access to water, what would be the official figures?
The official figures, let me, if you can allow me, let me go to our document which you prepared this recently for the budget for next year. The figure there, because we are aiming to get 80% by 2023. And with the baseline we are using is the one that is in the mix, which is 59 point, in the document is 59.6, but the mix is saying 59.5 anyway. So we are using that as a baseline to get to that. But however, since that time, a lot of progress has been made. Even though not that significant, but a lot of progress has been made. If you look at what is happening even in Freetown, you can see a lot of pipelines have been laid. Like if you take, for instance, there are 2 pilot projects in Kintom and Aberdeen, where the water supply has really improved in that area when they have introduced metering in those 2 settlements. Also, leakages have been corrected in many areas. And so your question again, to see how much is there now, I don't want to give a figure which can be contested by anybody, so I'm going to give you the one that we have written, because we have data to the effect.
All right, this is Wake Up Sierra Leone. The minister is actually trying to
I want to
find
the
figures. Yes, definitely, you have time to do that. You can always share with us your views. Send them on the Africa Young Voices Media Empire Facebook page. Would take some of them after the submission of the minister with regards giving us official statistics on the status of water supply in the country.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The figure is 67.8% countrywide.
Right. 67.8% of the population in Sierra Leone have access to water.
Yes, to clean water.
To clean water.
Yes.
So if we're talking about pipe-borne water, perhaps if we're limiting it to Freetown, do you have the official figures on that as well?
Freetown for pipe-borne water, I don't have it here with me. I don't really have it here.
Right.
I wish I've been informed to come with that figure. But this information includes the rural areas and the urban areas as well. If you also remember, there are a lot of players in providing water to the people of Sierra Leone. It's only limited to, for instance, to Guma and Salwako, as some people may think, but you also have like NACSA. They also engage in providing water for people. We also have the NGOs who also provide water for people. So you can see that there are a number of players in this business.
Well, my people, we can just do some of them things here for expose them bunch of fly man there. We don't come and disappoint we in this country. You know, one thing about Kiatekabio, he really know the one the way he appoints. They say, show me your friend.
No, because they embarrass me.
Well, of course, your uncle embarrassed himself, and the one the way he appoints, when we say that they're able to work with him, even hesitate for can life away na so your appointees and back they come and life away. Could you imagine where this fire they can life away say people where they survive from water right now 57.8. The apps are now what about 67, the pipe on water is 67. Sorry, 57.8%. Yeah, when me and you know say people they suffer for water right now. And the questions that people don't understand. Whether they get it for that fool you, when they answer question A, if they jump and they can't answer you question B, where they not even answer for. Therefore, just tell you how many people are with the leader what we get right now on serious about we the people them well-being. They not care about what they go on in the country. We all know the level of water business in the country, how we they suffer. You were supposed for come and tell you or put things in place for make we even able no say yes, things will be better small. You said they can't sit on a media by then tell you they knife away big time like this say 57.8 people enjoy clean water. How can you?
What do you mean how can you?
I left you with your family member there.
Yeah, what do you mean? It just get for say. Then they pay them for say. Not say get for say. Can you imagine 67.8% they get access to safe and clean drinking water?
67 or 57?
67.
Okay.
They get access to safe and clean drinking water. So I wonder outside the population in there. And one thing where they talk is say we not get plenty water all over. Okay, let's assume say we not get all over. Even how you call them? Dubai, where sit down a desert, able for process salt water, it turn fresh water, then they waiting. The kind of riches where we get, not where in Dubai get to.
No.
But these are the talk where you get focused leader, then you're able to make something good. And we country, we leaders them feel by Unoka. You know Unoka in Things Fall Apart, yeah. Unoka na be Okonko in Papa, and Okonko not been proud of him at all, because now this kind of person we always depend on debt for the trust, and he not they pay in debt. He able pay then they forgive him. Nice, so we did na saloon. We leaders they always they go to us, and then we able pay debt holiday or debt waiver. Now so we did. You know can not they think of tomorrow. Anything we get it done on today. Now so we leader them they then they think of the future. Anything we come today, then they put under their pockets today. This man they talk about rain season. Then get waiting and call water harvest. Instead then they harvest, but by the time they marry all thing not done because we not get the system. We always they talk from 19 donkey we will get that dam. Now number 2 dam. Why you call it my 38 dam? I don't know if my how they call it dam. From where we get that dam, they say to this time and that dam they talk about. Say now the dam they talk about. Whereby now we for don't get side, where we for the get side for the reserve water. So we no go ever suffer. And interestingly, not for say water, not there for where we get to. Most of the pipe them don't rot in, don't block, don't broke. Water not able for pass day. Now the reason is we make plenty area they suffer per water business. And not to forsake them people here they not sabi, but then just not care. Because the money they for they able for buy pipe and change all the pipe then at the time. But we leaders them just not care. We leader them na pure Unoka. Pure Unoka. Waiting come all today, done and today, forget tomorrow is solar breeze if you not come. If you come, you say okay, tell God thank you. They're not a plan for the future. Say now we dey talk about water problem. Say now, side they always not get water, they get water where they able for drink. But we still, instead then therefore they explain where they said 1% of the people and they get access to safe and clean drinking water. We say no, not to him. Okay. Almost people them inside free no more, they get access to pipe-borne water and not sabi and not water. Yeah. Now we minister so. Why I tell you now say just now watch face there you go know that everything they can't talk, you will be facing a joke. You don't see him face.
Show me your friend. I will tell you who you are.
And in party now that. In party now that. What that in party?
Already I know that caretaker doing appointees there.
And in party. Because if not to him party, he appoint him. He not appoint him because he deserve for the deal. He appoint him because he know an party.
Because of payback time.
Yeah, because it don't talk say the only one the way they appoint when they put a position and the one we not go be obstacle to them. So basically, not to the one obstacle in a sense say then go waiting undermine or waiting no. But basically because if they work, then say they go take the prize and give other person. So you see the full in natural sense. You people and they will get expertise. Take them and work with them because before they tell you say you not go work with them because they not support you. So you see how they go no more now. This is why I said this man don't miss opportunities then. Not to only full. If other word they low use them quick, but please not use them.
Now flower waiting.
Adumbe. Odofo.
God.
But because I know they understand. Look the man where they appoint as water minister. You they can't do program but water. They ask you simple and interestingly, decide when the priority for water business na Freetown. Simple Freetown, waiting at the pipe born water. They don't get statistics. Okay, let's tell you something. All waiting with government abopa na international partners them, then statistics and data the way they put together. Then data when they put together. What you talking? Not say WHO.
What do you expect?
The thing where they put on then say this. But what do you say as the minister? The government statistics data will put together. What do we say? We say WHO. Let's tell you something. We government are just a muppet. Then just do they control them. All we affairs na international donors then they own them.
But we still depend.
Yeah. Well, this na the pain where we feel something day. I'm not mean for saying anything bad, but please, if you don't join winner for hit for with the like button, please hit for with the like button. We get at 45 likes right now. Please hit the button for we will get 100 likes. Thank you very much. And also you forget, yeah. But I know really they understand. You see the face. I mean, at this I pay attention pan today. They can talk about my own face, but look this your own face. If you by the street pump, what they talk about. Sorry, sir, not me now. Not me now. But now watch on now. I don't mean actually, I honestly don't mean. Okay, so for let you know, say this thing don't come, yeah, not to one side no more. If the people them where get, then don't talk. The caretaker will be not say criminal neglect of the last government. A minister don't care. It's always say no sabi, yeah. Let me go now by and waiting the people and where they use the water, waiting they get for say with regards to this water business. When they come back just now.
This year, we know we work with Guma, so most of the pipe they are all the long all under the ground. Now we far this time for can get water, and the community what we did, the cabinet to say now the tank the whole side we get water for the water of which we know the simple outside they go, they for take this water for bring account or let them pay Guma. But now I say the pipe connects from the Guma direct inside when one open, then I will see water the carry, on of which is not supposed to be so. Then for get water from Guma, the town then they pay for. Councillor Abiose Agnes Wilson, in a councillor for Ward 433 in a constituency 126 Nabu Fields. He say for the past 10 to 15 years, it don't live. It is saying now water don't be big problem this BNTM. It's the first time they make a street pump. He said, but now they not get again. He said, all this will make now water business done bad off.
Because of increase in population, then the pipe they all long cold, the street they all get street pump, water will be reaching again. You find out the water business, easy. This don't result a lot of bad things for them. All picking in the commons, now also go find water far away. Find out say and they don't become pregnant, they don't be drop out from school. Some way they go school self, not get the ability and capacity for study because of water. What's on our life?
Ram pam 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 ram pam 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 ram pam 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 ram pam 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 na blackouts we dey before inside Sierra Leone. What's another all about inside we country? Any corner where you pass na so dirty. Mosquito don't turn terrorists inside we city. If you scroll a Kube na so dirty. The fly safe don't turn alkali inside Susan's Bay. Look how we the youths man, we dey try for organize. We don't tie wheel apartheid, but push we country forward. Mosquito don't take charge, ready for suck blood. Dirty all about we country, Motoka and machine where they pull black smoke. Cover you that skin and dirty box for you well body. Blackout, now blackout we day before inside Sierra. What I know they all about inside we country. Any corner where you pass na so dirty. Mosquito don't turn terrorist inside we city. If you stroll na Kube na so dirty. The fly safe don't turn alkali inside Susan's Bay. NPA wahala. Cold water na 5 block. Sorry Guma wake up for pure water. Chee. Na blackout we dey before inside Sierra. Water no dey all about inside we country. Any corner where you pass na so dirty. Mosquito don't turn terrorist inside we city. If you scroll na Kube na so dirty. The fly safe don't turn alkali inside Susan's Bay. One bag rest on the Pamine turn boy picking. Sierra tell na waiting. SLBC wake up. One grand safe for transport don't turn bonnet road. Cold water na 5 block. Sorry Guma wake up for pure water.
Well, of course, the people are not that to water business don't turn bone at throats inside we had. But when they pray, we forget sober-minded people when they can solve them problems here, or when they can solve some of their problems here for we. But the people who get right now, it look like say. When they say we begin the passat in a video like father like son. This not like leader like appointees. follow the lead. Now right now they happen now we had they laugh sometimes, but this is serious. This now really and real follow the leader. Waiting the leader we appoint them, they do how it dry for come na media come talk them now so the one the way appoint themselves not the shame. Then they can't disgrace themselves, then can't we there. But anyway, now we had. And now the new direction is who vote for. Now the changes this, would be promised we. Now we face so.
And you know say water business now, all that thing. All thing on there. By the way, that's now free-time players them. I want for debate small bits. You don't talk, but I don't want for going to that day because water business, we all know the story. And the same old system. Yeah. So, as they talk about Sierra Tel, I want to talk about Orange. How the government the criminal way, and so the mobile company themselves the criminal way. If you know, say, you get better internet facility, people then they pay for them. For let you make the internet run, pass them pay extra money, apart from the top up when they buy. Let's tell you this the way Orange do. Orange now don't introduce what they call Spark. Then say what you want for let your internet run fast, let it strong and reliable. You forgo Spark you SIM. And when you go Spark you SIM, you pay 15,000. When you don't pay 15,000, you buy top up 10,000. Then they give you 1 gig. See the criminal, eh? Then give 1 gig. Almost you don't spend so. 25,000. Then they say your internet go on, your internet go cheap, your internet go strong. If you get all them system, then they follow your internet make fast for people them. Follow it strong and follow it cheap. Why you not do them instead? Instead you say let them go pay first extra money before that be the benefits from that one day. But again, the government no go talk, NatCom no go talk. Ministry of Information no go talk because they all they get the bundle, the internet. They all they get into pop at the end of the month. So why didn't for care about the people? This now waiting and they do right now. They say spark you sim. Too bad for we. Really, really bad. Now real criminal life, then people also they do. Now like when me the fry cake for sale, let we say at the fry bottom belly. The price now this I don't put and say now this. Then later I can't tell you say if you all a fry fine, lay it done now for add more money. Why you not left for sale or you not do you not do all one thing? The people really they suffer. We can't pay everything that we they suffer. But all that money the way they pay, that 15,000, 10,000, difference not the at all. That is just criminal from the highest point of the Orange Saloon. Very criminal now they are on our part. If you don't want to give people a better service, you not give them. If you don't want to give them better service, you not fold up and go. But we can understand. Jump a man to own John Reyes. Nothing no go come up behind that day. Because the reggae they play. We move.
We fly, my brother. I tell ya. You don't want the old talk. Wait for talk. You don't talk everything. The one they were supposed for talk, they not get for talk because then they receive their own internet facility very perfect. So they don't care about that layman, how he suffer, how he not suffer. So we fly, my brother.
So interesting, one thing they back where this same Orange do continuously. This SIM card gate or how they call them. People they use the Orange number, them they call people and the fake people and the fraud people and the dupe people them. But yet still, Orange not able to track any one of their number and they for able for no saying that this person to do that and then they always give themselves bad name. This again at the country we do. We move.
We fly.
Let's go inside education business quick one. Let's see by waiting them come and say. Because I read the deputy and the minister of education, then self they try for talk something. But now we are waiting the come and get for say concerning this SS3 business, how them picking and the benefit from the free education. They come back just now.
This engagement with market women in the western area, rural and urban districts was to find out and understand their experiences with schools and the free quality education. As parents, they commended the ministry for the recent developments in the basic and senior secondary education system, especially the electronic checking of external examination results, which they say has eliminated cost and constraints of buying scratch cards. But they, however, expressed some underlying issues.
At the school, they all they do business. So man got 5 picking. What each school they say you first 2 picking, the teachers say. All man got the amount where they face can have business. It is not done. That's not free education. Before the let them tell we don't pay. Because then they waste with time. We not go down with me. Because it's longer. We they all they for sale. It's longer. People and they misuse it. Because now they misuse the free education.
Then they say for let them give three schools them. Because of one reason, where you put, you don't get that mark for that school where you put, you can easily go to the other school. But it give we a good tussle back to the comrade. If that school where you put for you not pass, you can't go to the other school. For make them take out, it be a tussle.
When they go begin, they go SP, they don't get teacher for teaching. Pass them fair lesson. Not so we all get money for fair lesson. Not so we all. When you go SP, maybe they go school again. Salon education. And you know for this too.
You can go the whole night or all day if you left for Lagos study. By the end of the day, when they're not the same malpractice, then they see the one no school in results. But then 100 picking not do well or 10 picking there, but because of the other 100, all they suffer for them picking again. Why does it happen at the country for picking them? Then they make a girl picking them, then they laugh, then they weak for go school. When picking up 15, 16 years, if you say don't big, they want jump to other things away from results.
The Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education made commitments that a meeting will soon be summoned with a cross-section of representatives from all market women associations, the Council of Principals, National Association of Head Teachers, and SLTU to discuss the concerns, as he sustained that the reports normally received from principals and the 162 inspectors of schools recruited across the country is different from the feedback of these parents.
Government is paying 200 to 250 billion every year for tuition and examination fees. Government is also paying money for core textbooks, math and English in senior secondary, integrated social, math, English in junior secondary, in primary school. As government spends more money to elevate quality of education, not just in the urban areas, but everywhere, we see that there are people who, I don't want to say sabotage government, but there are people who are doing really well to undermine the work that we do. Because when you go and ask poor women like this for money, you're undermining the work that we are doing. There are some schools who are sabotaging what we are doing, and we'll pursue them.
The ministry informed the female traders that the basic and senior secondary education system now has its own syllabus and school curriculum for the first time. Parents were encouraged to call the 8060 toll-free line when any form of exploitation is experienced in schools. Salifu Kamara, A11 News in Freetown.
All right, you don't hear it now, you don't see for yourself, and this now what will be done to talk about all this while now also about the system of education. With the big one I will face say now free, but yet still parents them they go the extra mile for able to get them picking in a school because of they get for pay plenty money. You don't hear it, this na market two man them we don't see setting don't tranga, so they decide for come together and call them people out to account. Ask them question for let them able to see the way forward. This now they call accountability. Call your leader and ask them question. Let your leader come and answer. And like he lie no more. Tomorrow we not say posterity go tell. But here the minister they spend about 250 billion leons every year. But yet still, I don't know if it really reflects. Other people will get different way for address them. Some people will say yes, the free education is up, running and kicking. The other one then will say better low pay, like what you hear from this tier so. So it left to you because the system, it's all like say na just where you go say na light na the shine pan. Yeah, the light a flash na the shine pan. Na just you see it flash no more, but nothing better no day. Nothing better. The, one way or the other, they try their own level best, but still, honestly, and not to the work as how they plan for let it go. It's either the money not they go the right side or what. Because at the end of the day, if not to parents cry, now picking and go cry for the seat. If not to picking and sit down the sing, you go see picking and sit down na go on the right. If not to that day, you go see them they share one question paper to two picking. If not to that one day, you go hear the teachers them they cry for their salary. You go hear them say they get pin code because every day the government they talk say they don't give pin code to 1,000, 6,000. But then the cry say we get pin code, yes, now two get pin code, but almost months today they not paying. Then they will tell you say 8 months today. Remember them teacher they na boy and Kenima, then say 8 months and not they pay them. Remember the other one them, all man they come and say we get pin code but we backlog now 6 months, 8 months, they not they pay we. So waiting at the use now. Waiting at the use. 550 billion leons every year. What's how the money they go? But then get contractors the way they pay. Then get people the way they call, when they say can't do their work here, when they pay. And interestingly, most of them people are their own family. Remember the allegation will come out the other time, Joseph Sano. Even this minister Rastaman, now in daddy, now he get contract. So this you see now outside the money they go. And now they actually go on the side where it's supposed to go. So whose side will they go with regards to education? And the senior education, the senior school, when at SS3, yeah, when they take the WASC exam, now there you get for really finalize and do the syllabus done for the picking them. But this system be done they go, we feel say go don't change. Now it still they go on and now it gets worsened. I don't know no more now. Whose side we really they go, me brother?
Well, government one take we now they will go. You know, make a church or rob more small and the business we don't come inside education. Waiting at this business, as one parent don't talk to it, I say, one teacher the day he will get 5 students them, then they get 10 students them. All the one that they happen in the name of this free education, but still this government they come and make noise for we say a free education where people they spend money right now, past even the 10 who we know say we they pay school fee for begin them. Me and you say for the talk show our parents, I feel say we know some of them here who they present to with other people they talk. But sometimes now me and you to just bring up this, somebody go see on and corner say because SLPP the common ground is na sabotage or they undermine. But it's good where we can get some of them videos them yeah when other.
Okay, so you see, this is some of the things that we will talk. Some of them things that are basically what me bother with the try for talk. When they say one teacher they get 2 picking, they get 3 picking, it's simply the try for tell you say then teacher yeah. So when it comes to public exam, where then they go for go sit, yeah, where then they go for go get the entrance into like junior secondary school or senior secondary school, for example. What thing they happen? Then people are also go able for say let's certain things that like me now one teacher I get opportunity for enroll 1, 2, 3 picking them, and all of them money then they now them picking the way we they say they not get the school. Them money then the way then they gather now then they use for do that and they how you call land now free education or na corrupt education. Continue.
But sorry the people they must have it they talk. One great teacher they get all them picking them, but still left formula they make noise for we say this not free education. When you come and talk, they say they undermine the government. If they get access to you, then they go lock you. If they don't get access to you, then get other people then therefore can cause you on social media. But hey, let me tell you, what thing they go on right now. Me when they talk to you, so I get picking what they pay school fee for ya. Right now, the money we they spend per school business is even more than the time where we know say we they pay school fee for picking them. In the name of this free education. Yeah? But let me tell you something about the minister they come and got big money they way there as a government they spend per education business. It come and tell we say about 250 billion whether they spend or million whether they spend per school business. But then we ask question yeah, there people that they pay teachers them to time because for say teacher they do corruption back, teacher they take money to pick school picking, it depends to how una they handle them. Before you they call free education, I believe one time where this caretaker go on interview where they ask them how you they able manage this free education because people na international world know say the word free education are just not a word but a big task for make you able handle them. It not get for be easy. It come and tell you say they block the leakages where right now na Mediterranean Sea now who gets now we had. The corruption level in 5 years time, it don't even double in 15 years time or I don't know how for put them. Make we ask them people upon them money they say that they spend per education. Who side they spend their money? Where teachers always they come and protest now, so they know they get a salary to time. Not to want to don't play them videos that day. Because some of them things say you as a government but they push that teacher for take money to school picking. Because if that teacher back for go feed him picking, right? In go na school, months don't do you not pay, you don't push that teacher for go do corruption. You the government, you the minister, you the president, so the caretaker. So if the minister they call them babala monas and they spend them per education business, my question now is who's partner the education whether they spend because they see school they don't get better furnitures. We don't see now school picking and they sit on a ground. Picking and all they get the things that what them we don't promise for this free education. The books that what them promise, no, they're not they give. Uniform, school feeding business, so they promise, so that money that they got, who say they spend, who say we don't see, even the rest, where other countries support we, for make them help them, but what they don't promise, they come back and shiver to themselves. So if the minister they come and tell you they spend that kind of money for education business, but still the corruption expenditure when we the parents they go for school business, they don't pass the no so they pay school fee. Why they not they declare for make we begin pay school fee back lecture, they all begin they pay them. That for tell us in a free education where we spend money more than the time we they pay school fee. Who say the money they go?
Well, I don't tell you say they go to the claim contract for them. And the contractor they always they give projects and for manage. and then fumble them. So it's simple, eh? The teacher, the way they ask for, say, when months don't then almost then they pay them. Not with the question and now when last them pay them, now the question and because you don't have plenty of teachers, they come and talk, say, 8 months, 6 months, almost months, and not they pay them. So that na it. But still we move small bits, we still inside education. Let we go to Cambia and see how one body no like na Cambia, where we dey talk about free education, and then we get stakeholders them na Cambia. We come back just now.
The condition of government secondary school Madine in Tonkolimba Chiefdom, Cambia district. Boarding home and other school facilities have been in deplorable condition for some time now, says the vice principal, Mr. Conte.
It has been for so long. As for me, I was a known pupil in 1994, 1995. I think it was better a little bit, though not the difference is not much, but it is in its worst state at this moment. It has been for years back, way back 30 years or more, when the boarding home has been in this state. The first setup that the materials that we are supplied in the boarding home, when those materials get destroyed, we had not any supply of materials anymore. It is a disadvantage to us because as it is at the moment, we cannot make use of it. There is no way we can admit pupils in the boarding home because of its current state. When the school was established, it was established together with the boarding home. Parents within the vicinity are used to sending pupils in the boarding home. But as it is now, there is no way. So already, parents have been forced to look out for accommodation for their children within the community. So it is very disadvantageous to us as a school and even burden to the parents. Because as it was, people normally live in the boarding home and then it was a less burden on the parents. But now we cannot admit any people for now.
The structures are there, but the facilities are outdated.
Yes, the school consists of a boarding home that has to do with boys sector and the girls sector. But they are all in a deplorable state. There is no way we can use it as inhabitants for anybody for now, because all what is in there is not good for the use of human. As a result, it needs complete attention, complete rehabilitation. When you look at the beds, you look at the mattresses, all are made of local materials, especially the mattresses that are being used. The structures are well positioned and they are sober enough. But as you can see, from then, when it was opened up to this time, no rehabilitation work has ever taken place. All what we are seeing is something that was constituted or something that was built since 1976 when it was opened formally up to this time. So that is why you can see the school is dilapidated and it is presently in its ruined state. As a result, it needs urgent attention for rehabilitation and also to re-equip all that which has lost at the moment.
Even wash facility is a challenge to them.
Challenges to handle that. Already, we have one dog well that we are using within the school, actually, but during the dry seasons, it gets dry, so there is no access to water. Even the toilet facilities that we have, we use the local toilets that we normally use within the school. And we have a very large number of pupils coming to the school. So wash facilities is a challenge for us, which we need the attention of well-wishers to come on board and try to salvage that particular situation.
The school, they say, has produced prominent people in society, but the impact is not felt around here at all. To these pupils, there is nothing they can do about the situation. It seems the school has been left for ruins if nothing is done as soon as possible. Joseph Johnson, AYB News, Cambia District.
Well, of course, my people are today under education business now we just a play for now. Then things here for confirm the things them we they talk now and the videos them with other people don't make we don't play na ya. But I can imagine na body home that show so we FIBA bomb. I don't know, but this really is sad and frustrating. We don't know where they go, we don't know that they talk to, we don't know even who that get the country at heart. Because if some of them ministers they are get the country at heart, they know they look to the caretaker. When they don't appoint you for take over certain side, you for do at least when you serve the left name tomorrow say na so minister na in do so. But of course they all just they follow the caretaker in steps. All man they come and take and go, come now the public and lie. Anyway, I left you there. Me, I don't know.
When you talk about wash facility, water na one of them day. The sanitation and other parts of that one day, but all two they go together. That is why when the Minister of Water Resources they talk, say no sanitation there and there, not they talk about water and sanitation they go together for God's sake. Because they talk about water, you get for think of sanitation. When you talk about sanitation, you think of water. For example, let people get for use toilet and other things. If they not get water, what you expect them to do? They go always do waiting and call bushine. What's what I say?
Yeah.
Bushine? They take leaf or other thing for you understand what they talk. And that's not really good. And interestingly, they say that the way cholera boss day. It's like for say I don't understand how to describe them. Now, because of them small things they are so. But I'm not too much focus on the government. You know why I need focus on the government on this?
No.
The last thing where the reporter talk, this school don't produce prominent people them. Number one amongst them, who say Petit today?
Akambia.
Waiting Petit to want for become now we country.
Caretaker.
If you're not able to take care of the thing the way they now you under you know, you go able to take care of the country.
No way.
Là come out to Petito, sometimes it not be it. Let we go to the one way all power now. Then there's yesterday or day for yesterday. We not play one video of this same Madina. If I hope I not get it wrong. Where this deputy caretaker they talk say Madina go get for B like Freetown. And not tell people and say them for all out with to earn because in are the only out of the only the 149 chiefdom where they get now the one green chiefdom where they get Kafo Bulom or so not only normally they say get within.
He be second caretaker.
And Kafo Bulom Madina wait I hope I don't get them because if I get her right I mean say this man here 4 years today from when we make that statement say look how this school day Madina this school day na Madina and this caretaker deputy talk about Madina past number if na two Madina dey can be a Madina and Potlok or Madina I hope not to two Madina
Na one Madina.
eh
I'm not to ever mistake.
na one Madina dey
Na
that
Madina
area
na
dey
the way be the brag for.
so if na one Madina this school na one of the school and this we don't produce prominent people them also all of them people and right now you get the member of parliament because the councillor they don't get nothing they know they pay them the member of parliament they pay them huge then get constituency development fund where they're not ever able to account for the deputy caretaker the Petito and others they all day show me something first like community before you say you want to become caretaker now we had. But if you're not able to prove yourself, well now this we can talk. Before you give us a responsibility, watch your host first. We be facing a bad till the talk. Caretaker not be able to take care of your host. Pull him picking in the street, sell host over the head. Now we see what it's like. Now Petito want to become caretaker, but yet still letting the other in community, unable to do anything for them. Because some of them are not too much focus on the government. The government got bokuna in plate. This is not body norm, then they run them and then they pay for that day. I get bokuna in plate. In as much as they get the biggest responsibility. But some of them people are supposed to take responsibility as well. for them thing they are so. If they really go able for run the country, they're able for take care of the community. But this maker they talk the other day we they talk about this man here within a McKinney with Dr. Roland. Say it they do very good. It they do very well. You know, who's politician we go ever knock it and say I don't build house for my people them. I don't do this for my people them. Apart from the fact that not to election time or not to the one that would go label for them.
No way.
This is not the problem where we really they get inside the country. We hope things will get for change. We hope things will really get for change. It really don't reach them before we give person something. We need for begin ask what you don't do. Because if we know they ask what you don't do, then we can't do something and the thing that they can't do now more of thief. Then go thief we go ask God what happen. We really go get for ask God. Anyway, let we move from down there now and let we go to the last segment of the day. We'll go now inside the APC. But before we begin, let me remember you say Sam Sumana then don't accept and back now the APC party. We can look into that issue day. Good one. Wait till it will get for me. But first, the convention they begin tomorrow. Yeah. So let me just go back quick one and listen short one to CD Yaya Tunis as Ibedegi explanation on the convention I get for Talek and waiting then to go look for. We come back just now.
I want first of all for let people understand say this conference we dey go part this emergency national delegates conference. Now a court ordered conference. Now the court now order we for go this conference. Now the court now in give we the date where we for do the conference, the September 17th to the 19th. Now the court order we for do the conference on then dates then day. And before we even go now the conference, the court also order we for do certain things them. One, the court set up waiting we call the 21-man committee, we are the technical committee, we responsible for plan and prepare the party leading to this convention we for start tomorrow. The court also asked the party for publish the draft constitution, the final draft, and make sure PPRC with the supervise we get copy. The lawyer for the plaintiff, that are Alfred Peter Conte, we will they court with right now, for get copy. And we for also publish the copy in the National Secretariat as well as all of the regional offices at the country. The court also asked we for do elections. 5 delegates elections, now 132 constituencies, and 20 for APC National Youth League and the Women's Congress. The court also asked we for make the voter list of registered voters, of registered members that the party available to the PPRC. And they also ask we for ensure say on the 7th of September, we make the delegates list available to the PPRC. And on the 8th of September, we publish that list day at the National Secretariat and possibly the regional offices. All of them things they are so I don't talk about, we don't do them. And the only thing we don't left now for let we go, McKinney, and start the process of adopting the constitution as ordered by the court. We're now the 17th, 18th, and 19th.
So I think the end of the day, we wait now for C. Waiting will actually be the other parts of everything. You know, they don't go right now. Now they prepare now. Then they're on the way for go McKinney. Some people don't reach already. So we wait for C because we like for take notice of certain things. Then that thing will happen now. How they call them during the SLPP, the young business them. Low no see happen so because today we don't hear equators more for now listen. Queta don dey talk about waiting at some plans them. Well, whether that plans in a correct plan or not a correct plan, we wait for see how the thing they go on and how it go get for end.
Well, I think now in that normal we dey wait forget we all report say we get for come from the people where they go represent we because we will let for know how it happen, how it starts and how it end. We pray for make the start and fine and end and fine because we get different people and then we get for go witness that occasion day. So like what you say no more we dey open up for now we not get much for say until the convention don't end. From there we will bring something to people for make themselves know how it starts and how it ends.
Okay, let me go quick one because one of the things then where the elders them now the APC party they ask for now for let them give equal chance, equal opportunity to everybody. First of all, let me look into this and then we'll come back just now.
Some of us in the party are very much aware of the fact that we were criticized severely during the last elections for fielding in too many people. And because we fielded in too many flag bearers, potential flag bearers, that in itself helped to undermine the very possibility of us winning an election. So, but that mistake will not occur again. And what I want to state, and I'm going by the dictates of the thinking that is prevalent in the party, that everybody who is interested in being a flag bearer will be given a fair chance. So some of us are also agitating on the side that we should not marginalize anybody in favor of anybody. To us, that is very, very important. Why some of us who are elders in the party are taking this position? Because never again we want a repetition of what has just happened. Going to court. And when you go to court, one thing that happens is that you reduce the responsibility of your party. And also the independence of your party is undermined. Because you are not left with the courts to take decisions, and the court will not tell you what to do, like we are doing now. They are telling us when to organize conventions, when to do this, when to do that. It's not good for the spirit of the party itself. But we are in there, we are going to make sure that we adhere and we go through it. But in the future, we want to be very certain that whoever is interested in the politics of the party is allowed to do so without hindrance. The important thing for us to do as a party, and some of us are going to agitate for it, is to set up a very effective council of elders. To set up a council of elders, an effective council of elders, that will ensure that when there are disputes, these disputes are resolved within the party itself. At the moment, we have elders, we have other people, but the fact is that we want an effective council of the elders, not to make sure that we do not have a repetition of what is just happened.
Well, now in that to make people ask, when I don't listen, this now one part the APC members, and what they try for tell me the things that we they need as a party for this convention where then they go. I still just tell you say, we do hope and see if all the things that we then for go adopt, they able go do as per law or as per waiting there as members them don't sit up for saying them for go do them do well, I think it will fine for them and it will fine for we say for campus the message to now. But we hope and see as the courts don't give them the order, say make them go and go adopt their constitution. We hope them will do them perfectly. Where they will come back in peace.
Okay, so because of this, you are talk plenty things them they will highlight. I will just take few. It say therefore basically give equal opportunity, create level playing ground for all man, not marginalize nobody, and therefore as well try for address things them. One of the things where them as elder and they try for do now for let them able for settle the infights them. You know, and make sure say the that system, that mistake where they make in the last election, forget plenty flag bearer. The one for see how best they can able for address that issue there, so then go prevent certain problem them will be happen in the next election, well, in the last election. But not to that no more. The first term caretaker self, when the leader and chairman, yeah, instead of being talk so certain things them way instead of being the try for call people their attention to waiting them for do, waiting them for take as priority inside this particular convention. Let me look into the camera just now.
Onto national. These are movements that we should not be selfish about. These are movements that we should not personalize. These are movements that we should ensure that we put the most efficient step forward for the party. And there should be no sentiments about it. Even if it is my worst so-called enemy. I don't have enemies, but just for the want of words, if it is the worst enemy within the party, if he is the most efficient, let us give him an opportunity, because at the end of the day, it is the party that will deliver the efficient service that all of us and the country desire. So, this note, let me again commend you for this great initiative, the changes, the new rules, the new dynamism. You can always call and count on me for support. Thank you very much, and may God bless these new efforts such that we'll be able to get to State House again 2023. Thank you very much.
All right, so nine down there, I think they try for preach to wait. This now the chairman,
Chairman and leader.
For life?
Well, for life, now that will not be known for. We don't know now when they go adopt this one, how it get for be.
Okay. Well, basically, I think it get for change because certain clause then inside the constitution where you get for change that one day. But for now, Nina the chairman and leader for life. Tentatively. I don't know how for life don't be tentatively. Anyway, we move. I think they all call for the same thing. Yeah. So let me go now to the big issue of the day. Based on all of their words there, the words of the chairman, the words of the minority leader in the parliament, all of that, they call for equal level playing ground and all of them things. And we see inside the 14th, the APC party being therefore do a letter where they sent to Samuel Sam Sumana. This now waiting and sent to Samuel Sam Sumana as he snap with a letter with again. Basically, this letter they try for say they don't accept them and expulsion, you know, where they be driven, where they be suspended, where they be driven, they be forced them for left the party. Where other people then say they be push them. Well, they don't suspend them, and that in request where be make for let them reinstate them, for let them take them back to the party, they don't agree. But this one will get for they are spending until they go the convention, the conference tomorrow. Na they then go get for go endorse this particular thing. So if you listen, find one I deliberating for local back waiting Ibrahim Ben Kabo been say, you know, where will be no use for long term, and we bring and come for let you come see waiting and waiting. Then people have been done say and waiting they happen right now inside the party. So basically, nadande we get for say. So waiting at the next way we really want for do now for show you the letter. Maybe we will attempt for read this letter for you. If you get interest for or for no waiting day inside this letter, yeah, let's just get to now this letter. This is not the letter where they be write to Ram, yeah. As you see the big heading say request for reinstatement. So basically, as I below explain, I don't think someone for go deep one into that day. But this is not the letter where they be sent for Sam Sumana on the 14th day. On the 14th day of September, now they get this letter. And instead of being glad for receive this letter, as you been see from his own self in facial expression, some people say this is a good moves by the party for let they accept them for let a day na the party because that will show say then people are really ready for let the party move to another level. But again, we wait for see waiting will get for happen. But as we talk, you get plenty other clause them where they still hold on to this tier. Inside this new constitution, where then they try for go adopt so. But before that, before I go to that, I'll get your opinion on what you think.
Well, I think so waiting we don't hear the stakeholders them they talk and the moves where they take. I feel say already will be we also they call them some squad because of more some of them things that will be happen. But as things they go on, we see really the watch them where they come. It look like say they don't reach at the peak where they all want see one side where. Now that side, the majority, they cry for us. Everybody, they cry, say, right now, we dey hell. And they feel, say, the only political party where they can rescue situation, now the APC party. Well, these are plenty of things we don't convince people them. These are feds, they're cause. But I believe, say, people will be cry for this as how they see now, things they go on like a show. They get the hope, say yes, waiting they be the wish for, don't they come to light, and then we just they pray, but then they continue, make we get another Moses where they can rescue the bad and awkward situation where we undergo right now under the misdirection government.
One thing where now the where we go say very important for Sam Sumana in all of this, now the fact that they get interest for become the flag bearer of the APC party for contest in the next election for become caretaker now we had. But even inside this new constitution, when they adopt so, when they don't go adopt, something they will hang over Sam Sumana in aid. Where now possible hindrance for make not go able for succeed for be part of that. And why they say this? Look at this. This is an excerpt. Now just small thing where we pull. Yeah, look at this here. According to Article 61B of the final draft APC Constitution, for a member to be eligible to be voted for as a presidential candidate, that member must have been a registered, paid-up member of the party for a continuous, underline that one day, for a continuous period of not less than 5 years. I don't know if this na reality. Well, until then they go for go adopt, basically then they go for go agree or not for agree. So let me see waiting the happen. This particular clause here, so for me, I think say na get for make or break Sam Sumana. If he want to become really, flag bearer, this na the clause where go make a break, because if you take into consideration, yeah, the term where he been not left the party from 2015 where they Drebam, where he go they call him na C4C, where he go head C4C as the chairman, as the presidential candidate. Take to the term where he request where they don't agree for him. So imagine say they just agree for him from the 14. Let's say day before yesterday or yesterday. Then they say you for be a registered paid-up member of the party for a continuous period of not less than 5 years. I will gladly for you waiting people they really go get for say concerning this thing, because this one is the biggest point of all. I don't know what you think of that, Bible. But before that, please hit for the like button, please. Hit for the like button. Let me get 100 likes. Yes, Bible.
Well, me as I tell you, I don't get much for talk as things they go on right now. Now until let people here come on for go adopt this new constitution before ever we the media able to get much for talk. It's good we brother, we uncle, we everything we now Sam Sumana he don't receive a letter as everybody don't see where he snap with the letter he post them na various platform them. But yet still other people go say, oh, we don't succeed. Some they can't contest for be the caretaker. But as what we post on the screen right now, don't tell we say something they will choke on my neck. So because of that, me I not get much for say right now. Until everything done from there, we can sit on back and give updates to the people them. We then able to get the right information about what's go on.
Well, people they expect plenty things from them anyway. But like we say, we don't know what will be the outcome of this particular delegate conference. We don't know waiting and waiting at the other things them. I'm 100,000% sure that Sama is going to be reinstated into his original status, not as a new member. Okay. Okay, but even if not as a new member, if we don't be a continuous according to the word, yeah, then say if we don't be a registered, not to just registered, paid up member of the party, yeah, for continuous period of not less than 5 years. Maybe he go do a backlog, he go pay in backlog because he be member and reinstate and reinstate him, not a new member. Well, we don't know. It left to them how they go interpret the constitution. Because now the thing is back where for talk about constitution. Why if he say them they go to court, magistrate court, this all kind of courts and they go for this one game to they call constitution. So let's wait and see what thing will get for happen. Okay, this other person when success beat Levy, he say he's an old member who was under suspension, sir. Okay, no problem. We will gladly foresee that happen. If not that, we don't know. We don't know basically. We not to constitutional expert or constitutional lawyer for interpret. We just try for put waiting we see. But that's why we ask now for now. Kunku say he can always do a backlog payment. Okay, all right. I think that we try for talk just now. Let we see. Okay, I think that then say from Facebook, YouTube now look the follow. Yeah, so I think that we wait for see waiting at the thing because yes, now be member and waiting if they ask for now for let them reinstate them in all status. I just don't feel disappointed and not read the old letter because now that if they ask for yearly for let them reinstate them and according to the letter they say they don't reinstate them, they don't accept them back, they don't lift that expulsion, that get where they be there, but they don't do with them. Yeah, and if that be the case, I wonder when they talk about backlog or other person will get where I go interpret them. Because let's tell you something about this constitution business. When one person sees something, they go find person where they go draw. Begin can interpret and waste time a lot. Can then go beyond. I hope they not reach to that point. I really hope they not reach to that point. Last thing waiting this other person say Moses Musa Kagbo. He say hey, from the letter is being reinstated, it means he is taken back to his formal position. Okay. Sembe Pierre erase the words continuous and not less than. Okay. That and John Jesse. Well, not to me go get for eraser. Who's one am on the now for this thing? Hey, me brother, how me go erase this word now? La watch ba. They say like erase the word. Whose word one for erase? Continuous and less than. Okay. Until then they go now, something then go erase and tomorrow, something like that they try for say. Then we erase anyway, let's see.
But not to we had right time. Now they say right time for themselves.
Yeah, Miss Naira. Yeah. Thank you very much, Miss Naira. Thank you. Miss Naira don't dash we. Yeah, 10 euro. Yeah. Thank you very much, Miss Naira. Okay, so let me see if anyone day. If not, I think we said they can drop the curtain of today's program. We can drop the curtain of the program down now. And then we waiting will begin come out from tomorrow. Because I think tomorrow, if not, specifically we'll get for a look at the convention, waiting the commodity. If we get enough. Right?
Yeah.
So if we get enough, we will look at them specifically and address, talk about everything they come out of the convention. So stay tuned. It might be said during the day, continuously during the day, we will look out different things on Tona, as and when we get some. Yeah, but for now we not get nothing yet, so we will continue for go. Yeah. Modab so APC they bypass just like SLPP. Okay, I don't understand what you mean. Precious Diamond say. Why did he not fight with the party but went against the party? Okay. Lucretia, but wait, I don't know if na Sam Sumana they talk. If na Sam Sumana, then no way for be able to fight with the party then 10 and day. Because I drag them and they be in a power. Lucretia Ban say there is a catch. they are afraid that if they don't give him that letter before going to the convention, there will be problem. Okay. Well, I think say plenty people get where they look at this particular thing. I don't know no more now how other person they look at them, but I think say na down they. Let's take few more messages. Them I drop the curtain down for today. This one from Al-Hussein say, guys, the APC constitution made it clear from whoever wants to be the party flag bearer. So let's wait and see how it all plays out. I wish them good luck and all the best, okay? Ibrahim M. Bokari say, Mr. Presenter, don't preempt. You are not a lawyer to determine the clause that's saying as barrier to his aspiration. We not the preempter, just read the bonical English. The bonical English, I did it, and so I read them. Now I make I tell you, say, we not a constitutional lawyer, we not a constitutional expert, but I just read exactly what he did. It left to them. That is why I said it left to them tomorrow for determine waiting will be the final part, yeah? Mr. Bokari. All right, Kunku Mutate say, not every APCian hates Sam. It's just some supporters of a certain people causing all the unnecessary hatred and drama against one single man, Sam Sumana, the man of peace and unity. Okay? This one from Awa. He say, good evening. Now I think President Diamond say, okay, it's APC in governance that he should be second vice. Okay, I think that was them. Yes. Janet Becker say, what is happening to Kamarimba? Kamarimba, American documents, I know all Pademba also. Say I did Pademba. Anyway, nothing will happen. All right, so I think we drop the curtain down of today's program. We tell una thank you. Plenty thank you for una joining inside the program today. We get 83 likes. Please hit the button for we'll get 100 likes. Now, Facebook, please. That's all we ask for. Thank you very much. God bless we all. Bye-bye.
Well, as usual, I just did tell with family members and plenty thank you for joining at the program tonight. And you will don't share the program. Una way they come and donate. Una small things them na the channel. We tell una also plenty thank you. As this na a family house, we not get followers, we not get subscribers. Our family members then will get. Until we meet again, another beautiful edition of the same channel tomorrow when we are. I'll just collect for say una tata and stay blessed. Please, una more be careful. Watch your neighbor.
Wait, you be sleep just now?
Sleep?
Yes.
No.
Sometimes I not catch you. Somebody catch you. And say by way they sleep.
No, and they always the
Makute, thank you very much. Huh?
I will fully write some. Maybe not because if you this.
Okay, okay. No, okay, una thank you. We tell una thank you. God bless we all. God bless we country Sierra Leone. Where we can call we are. Until we meet again in another lovely edition. One for say peace. Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. And done. And no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for your help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.